welcome to Live Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Rainbow.
And today as we're getting into a new school year, we're going to be learning about life on campus.
Ooh.
That's very exciting. Campus is a word we'll probably come across. We're talking about the place where you go to college, university. You can have a high school campus.
Yeah, you can.
But generally when we talk about campus life, we're kind of thinking about university, college, because you'll be at a new school, lots more students than your typical high school, and many people go away to university.
Yeah.
So you might even be in a new city, a new country.
Totally.
You'll kind of have to get out there and make a whole new life for yourself.
So much fun.
Not just taking new classes with new professors, but also finding a whole different social group. In other words, making lots of new friends and meeting lots of new people. And that's the kind of thing we're focusing on today, not so much the studying part as the other part, the having fun, the social part, the just making your new life at your new school. So learning about life on campus. How was campus life for you, Rainbow?
I loved my university.
Where did you go to school?
I went to the University of Hong Kong.
Okay.
So that was the first time that I'd left Taiwan because I went to American school from kindergarten to all throughout high school.
Here in Taiwan.
Here in Taiwan.
And then you went off to Hong Kong.
And then I was in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And our campus was amazing.
Oh, wow.
It's very British. It has very old historical buildings.
Nice.
And everybody had a British accent. It was very different from what I was used to. But people there were really proper and they also knew how to have fun. So I experienced something very different because it was English education. It was British, completely British. And it was a completely new experience for me growing up in American school, and everyone was from everywhere, but it was a different type of person. It wasn't those that are American or Canadian. It would be those from Paris or like from India, or I had university professors that were from Britain, and it was just all so international, and everything was amazing and exciting for me, and I had a lot of fun.
Very cool. All right, let's get into it. Learning about life on campus, part 1. We're going to have 2 dialogues today and then 2 tomorrow. So let's pay attention. The first one is all about meeting another student. That's a good way to start.
Yes.
Let's check it out. Rachel is at a campus orientation event. She approaches another student.
Hi there, I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Hey Rachel, I'm Jeremiah. Good to meet you too.
What are you planning to major in?
History, but I love drama as well. How about you?
I'm focusing on math. Where are you from?
I'm from New York City. You?
I'm from a small town in Taiwan, so it's a big change coming to college here.
You're a long way from home. Are you excited to be in the US?
I am, and meeting new people like you makes it even better.
Likewise.
All right, so yes, we're learning about life on campus, and part 1 today for the first part of our article is meeting another student. So that's the dialogue we'll kick things off with. Let's meet the student that we're going to be spending some time with. Rachel is at a campus orientation event. She approaches another student. All right, so Rachel is the student, and it's probably one of her first days on this campus. And a campus is a grounds, a large area of land with buildings on it, and usually every building there and even the land is owned by one group, one institution. We often use the word campus to talk about areas around a university, including all the buildings. We could also talk about a hospital campus, possibly. So you see, a lot of these things are not necessarily big companies, but they're institutions. They're sort of companies or businesses, organizations that do a service for the community, for the town and the country, and they require a lot of space and a lot of buildings. Your typical university campus will have classrooms, of course, but also places to stay for the students, maybe offices and even homes for the professors, bookstores, and of course sports facilities. all sorts of stuff, all in different buildings, all in this nice little area. For example, my college campus has restaurants, cafes, stores, and even a small movie theater, and of course, a big library, and many buildings with classrooms and science labs and all that kind of stuff too. So there you are. She's at the university. She is on campus. And she begins by saying hello.
Hi there, I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you. Good way to introduce yourself. It's good to be outgoing and proactive, especially in a new country and a new campus. I'm sure the other person's nervous too, so I always like to introduce myself.
That's right. She's being friendly and she's going to reach out to make friends and not wait for people to come to her.
That's right.
Good for her. Hey, Rachel, says the person she has just introduced herself to. Hey, Rachel, I'm Jeremiah. Good to meet you too.
A new friend who's a boy.
We can imagine they're shaking hands or something like that.
And
then Rachel has a good question for Jeremiah.
Yeah, you always ask this in college. What are you planning to major in?
All right.
Majors are very important in college.
Oh, yes, they are. Okay, so Jeremiah answers her question. He says history. That is what he is majoring in, history. But I love drama as well.
Cool.
How about you?
That's kind of different.
All right, so he also loves drama, though maybe he's not studying it seriously. And then he just throws the question back to her. What are you majoring in? Or how about you?
I'm focusing on math.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Jeremiah tells her, I'm from New York City. You?
Good back and forth. I'm from a small town in Taiwan, so it's a big change coming to college here. So we're assuming here is probably America or Canada, somewhere far away, some Western country probably. And you know, a lot of people are there to study math. There are a lot of engineers or mathematicians there from Taiwan, but that's far away from home.
And Jeremiah says, you're a long way from home. Ooh. When you meet someone who is clearly from another part of the world that might be a great distance, that's a kind of a friendly, nice way to say, wow, you're a long way from home.
Good for you.
This is a very different part of the world for you to be living in from, you know, where you were born and grew up. Are you excited to be in the US? Are you happy to be here? Is this a big adventure? Or, you know, she might say, oh, I have family. I've spent many years, all my summers here, you know. So he's, you know, is this a new experience for you? Like really new? And is it exciting?
Yes, I am. And meeting new people like you makes it even better.
Oh, that's a nice
She's good at
thing to
making
say.
friends.
And he says likewise, which is basically the same. I agree. Me too, in other words. So there you go. Friend, check. She's got a friend, Jeremiah. That is good for her, a good start to her new life on campus. We'll take a break, and then we'll find out what Rachel and Jeremiah maybe get up to next.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这次的绘画主题是 Learning about life on campus， 熟悉校园生活。那么 campus 就是指校园、校区。在第一段对话里面 ，Rachel 正在参加校园新生训练，她主动走向另一名学生 Jeremiah 跟他交谈。那么 Rainbow 老师这时候提到说，在陌生的新环境，也许可以试着外向主动一点。那老师说的 outgoing 就是外向的、友好的。那还有一个形容词是 proactive， 在 active 前面加上 pro， 那这个字是形容主动的、积极的。好，对话里面的 Rachel 和 Jeremiah 彼此自我介绍，询问对方来自哪里呀，打算主修什么科目。Rachel 提到她目前主攻数学，那她是来自台湾的一个小城镇，所以在这边上大学其实是一个很大的转变。那么 Rainbow 老师刚刚聊到说，有些台湾的学生会到美加求学工作，当数学家、工程师等等。这时候老师说到 mathematician 就是指数学家。好，这边两个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 major in 加上科目就可以表达大学主修某科目。major 在这边当动词就是表达主修，像 Mary majored in psychology in college。Mary 大学主修心理学。那第二个重点是 focus on 加上名词可以表达专注在什么什么，或者是聚焦于什么什么。例如 We need to stop arguing and focus on the problem at hand。我们必须停止争吵，专注在手边的问题上。好，接滑课文中。
Rachel and Jeremiah continue talking.
Have you been to the campus cafeteria yet?
I have. Have you?
Not yet. Where is it?
It's a big glass building behind the library. You can't miss it.
I see. When are they open?
They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day during the semester. And you can usually go in between meal times for a snack.
Ah, nice. I'm hoping they have lots of meat-free options, as I'm a vegetarian.
They do have vegetarian options for every meal. The options are labeled, but you can ask the staff if you're unsure.
All right, so we're back with Rachel. She's getting used to life on campus at her new university in America. She has successfully made a friend, Jeremiah. And as we get into our second dialogue for today, it says we are visiting the cafeteria. Going to get something to eat. That's a good idea. And Rachel is with her new buddy. Rachel and Jeremiah continue talking as they go to the cafeteria.
Rachel says, have you been to the campus cafeteria yet?
All right, good question. Have you been to this place where we go to get meals? And Jeremiah says, I have. Have you? Yes, I have been. Have you? Again, throwing the question back to her.
Not yet. No idea. Where is it?
Ah, okay. So she has never been there. In fact, she doesn't even know where to find it.
She's really new.
Some of these university campuses can be really, really big, right?
Yeah.
So it's quite easy to get lost and not be familiar in your first days or even weeks. But Jeremiah, he knows maybe it's his second year at the school or something like that, or he's been there a few days longer. He says it's a big glass building behind the library.
Oh.
You can't miss it, all right? So as long as you're in the area, if you look around, you'll see this building. It might even have a big sign on it that says cafeteria or something like that. When someone says you can't miss it, yeah, they're kind of saying
right there.
It's obvious. Get to the right area, keep your eyes open, keep your brain on, and you won't have to look far. It's very easy to find once you're nearby.
Rachel says, I see. When are they open?
Okay, so she wants to know the hours of the cafeteria because, yeah, it's maybe not a 7-Eleven, so it might not be open 24 hours a day. And Jeremiah knows their schedule. He says they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day during the semester.
Nice.
So you might even be able to go there on weekends when,
that's
of course, many
good.
students
That's really
will
nice.
still be at school studying and stuff. So every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you can usually go in between meal times for a snack. So basically from probably 6 a.m. to about 9 p.m.
Oh, that's so nice.
Something like that. You won't probably be able to go at 1 in the morning if you're, hungry after catching a movie or something like that. But really a very convenient way. And yes, they will be open all through the semester. A semester is basically a shorter part of the year. Often when we're talking about a school year, we break that up into smaller parts. There may be 2 or 3 semesters in one school year. Traditionally in North America and Europe, you'll start school in September, go to about December, around Christmas time, then everyone has a holiday. That will be your fall semester. And then once you come back in the new year in January, you'll have the winter, spring semester that will probably go to June or July, and you might even break that up into 2 other parts. So basically, it's a smaller section of a year, typically a school year. For example, I am traveling to Europe once the semester is over. So after the semester, after the school year, or this part of the school year is finished, I'm out of here. I'm going to Europe.
Ah, nice about that cafeteria. I'm hoping they have lots of meat-free options as I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, it's important to have different options. And I think in the US, that would be highly likely because a lot of people are vegetarian.
That's true. They may even have vegan options
for
those of you who want to be even healthier or more careful with your food. But yeah, being a vegetarian, the kind of person who does not eat meat in their meals, is not a very strange thing. It's pretty common these days.
So yeah,
she learns they do have vegetarian options for every meal. That's good. Not just for some of the big meals. You can probably get snacks too that are vegetarian friendly. and all that good stuff. The options are labeled, but you can ask the staff if you're unsure. So the options are labeled, making it easy for people, even if they're buying like a packaged sandwich or a packaged salad. You don't have to ask the people questions. Is there meat in here? You can just see it'll be labeled.
That's really convenient and important. A label is a tag that has the ingredients on it or shows any food sensitivities. Or maybe this is vegan, then it will say vegan on there for food items. Now, of course, we have labeled items at the supermarket, so everything with a package has the ingredients on it for you to look at the label, in which that word label would be a noun. So if it is labeled, then that is a verb, and the actual piece of paper with those words on it and numbers, that is also called a label. Jenny labeled her food in the fridge so that nobody would eat it. That means she put her name on it, put it on a sticker, and stuck it on her food.
There you go. Of course, you'll also probably label your gifts if you're giving it to someone for John. Merry
Mike.
Christmas or something. Writing some information on something so you know what is in there to label, and that actual marking is a label. So there you go. And the staff, the people who work at the cafeteria, it will be their job probably to label the food. Not only will it say if it's vegetarian, it'll just say chicken and ham, or you know, beef and tomato,
salmon,
or something like that, just to give you information. And the staff there are the people working in the cafeteria, the staff, and we use it as a noun, but without an S. So you won't say the staffs, just the staff
plural.
As a group. One person would be a staff member or a member of the staff. But if you go into a store, a small store like a 7-Eleven might have a staff of 2 or 3 working there at any one time. If you go into an airport, wow, the staff in the airport would be hundreds of people doing all sorts of different jobs. But basically, if you're a worker in a business, in a store, in some kind of thing like that, or also at a hospital or a university, you could be considered staff, a worker in that place. For example, the staff in this store are very helpful and friendly staff. That is good. I'm sure the manager is very proud of them all. All right, guys, that's all the time we have. We're gonna go off to the cafeteria. I want to get a vegetarian poke bowl.
I want steak.
Vegetarian steak?
No, real steak.
Okay, that's good, because vegetarian steak is not a thing.
It's yucky. It's very gross.
Take care, guys. We'll see you here soon. Back tomorrow, in fact, with more stuff about getting used to life on campus.
Campus
we'll see you
life.
Then.
好，在第二段对话里 ，Rachel 和 Jeremiah 继续聊天。那么 Rachel 就问 Jeremiah 有没有去过校园的自助餐厅，他自己是还没去过，想知道餐厅的位置。那么 Jeremiah 告诉他说，餐厅在图书馆后面的一栋大型玻璃建筑，那营业时间几乎一整天都有，在学期间每天就有供应早餐、午餐和晚餐，那还可以在正餐之间去吃点心。Rachel 听了觉得很不错，他希望餐厅里面会有很多无肉的选择，因为他是素食者。那 Jeremiah 也刚好知道这个资讯，他就说他们每餐都有素食选择，那这些选择也都有标示，如果不确定的话，可以问问工作人员。我们来看单字 semester 就是学期，是个名词。Label 它当名词表示标签、标牌，那在这边是当动词来表达用标签标示或是贴标签于什么什么。Rainbow 老师在讲到食物标示的时候，他有用到 food sensitivity 来表达食物过敏。那么 sensitivity 这个名词，它有敏感或是过敏的意思。老师还有用到 vegan vegan 可以当形容词，形容是纯素的。下一个单字 staff 它表示全体员工、职员，那要注意它是集合名词，可以指群体或者是群体里面的所有人，所以呢它可以搭配单数或复数动词。但是如果我们要指单一位职员的话，就要写作 a staff member。好，那么以上这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Rachel is at a campus orientation event. She approaches another student.
Hi there. I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Rachel. I'm Jeremiah. Good to meet you too.
What are you planning to major in?
History, but I love drama as well. How about you?
I'm focusing on math. Where are you from?
I'm from New York City. You?
I'm from a small town in Taiwan, so it's a big change coming to college here.
You're a long way from home. Are you excited to be in the US?
I am, and meeting new people like you makes it even better.
Likewise.
Rachel and Jeremiah continue talking.
Have you been to the campus cafeteria yet?
I have. Have you?
Not yet. Where is it?
It's a big glass building behind the library. You can't miss it.
I see. When are they open?
They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day during the semester. And you can usually go in between meal times for a snack.
Ah, nice. I'm hoping they have lots of meat-free options, as I'm a vegetarian.
They do have vegetarian options for every meal. The options are labeled, but you can ask the staff if you're unsure.
Are you kidding me? I ordered that my coffee be hot, but this is only lukewarm. I thought you brewed your coffee until it's 85 degrees. When I measured it with my smartphone.
Wow,
it only said
Lucy is
83.
definitely making a huge scene about her
No one
coffee not
listens to
being
me.
hot enough.
Yeah, she's such a drama queen.
Drama queen? Don't think she's acting.
No, but she's
I
definitely
cancelled my pedicure
overreacting.
appointment for
That's
my
what drama
caffeine
queens
fix.
do.
I have a verified check mark on my social media accounts, and you are so gonna get a 1-star review from me.
Hey everyone! Today we're talking about the term drama queen.
Yes, a drama queen is a person who often reacts to situations in a dramatic or exaggerated manner.
Exactly. This person often makes a big deal out of minor things and craves attention.
Like our friend Lucy in the coffee shop, she was definitely acting like a drama queen.
Right, she was overreacting to a situation that wasn't a big deal, and she wanted everyone to pay attention to her.
Here's an example sentence. She's such a drama queen, always making a big fuss out of small issues.
And another one, don't be such a drama queen. It's not that serious.
So remember, folks, not everything needs to be a drama. Keep it cool.
That's all for today.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.